Hello and welcome. Here are my highlights of 2015. They aren't the cream de la cream, but the games I enjoyed playing and had fun experimenting with and just playing around and exploring, finding new stuff. A little disclaimer, in this video it doesn't matter what comes first, so number 1 is not the best and number 4 is not the worst. I just said I'm gonna do it this way, I'm gonna do it this order, and that's the reason why it is like that. So with that said, let's go! By the way, is this the best shirt you have ever seen? Yeah? That's what I thought. I don't have anything more Christmassy here, so that's the most Christmas I can have. Number 1. Terraria.
Holy moly, Daniel, what an original number 1. I'm very surprised you picked this game. I better listen up what you have to say about this special game I've never heard before.
Alright. I know it might be a weird first pick, but hear me out. Terraria was updated this year to 1.3. Just like a Pokémon, it evolves into something better with the time. But apparently still got beaten by a Digimon. Let's be real, Pokémon, they don't have any chance against Digimons. I mean, look at their evolution. Like they're... Calm down, Daniel, calm down. No, let's go back to Terraria. Terraria is an open world sandbox game, which allows you to dig through the world, discover caves and many biomes, fight against creepy enemies, soldiers with golden-like armor, which are throwing axes in your face. God, they're annoying. Or massive bosses, from worm-like to giant eyes to this thing. Build your house, maybe even the Great Wall of Terraria, or just a little shack on the other side of the world. The game description itself says nothing is impossible in this action-packed adventure game. That is the reason why I can transform myself into a monster or increase my strength, agility and intelligence after every level. Oh wait, that's not in the game. That's a lie, developers. Update 1.3 so far, the biggest update for the game. Look what they added. Achievements are now available through Steam and in-game. Chests open and close is now animated. You can now join multiplayer games through Steam? Okay, that is actually pretty cool. If you got friends. A big addition to the game was the expert mode. It will give you the option to turn your world into an expert world. An expert world. I don't know. That means enemies are spawning very quickly, they're dealing much more damage, and to top it off, they made them tankier. i.e., they won't die. We also got new events, bosses, boss attack patterns for some of them, and much more I don't have time to talk about right here. It gave us a ton of new things to play with, and everything for free. No payment, no subscription, no microtransactions, nothing. Just a plain, simple update. Number 2. Path of Exile. The following clip sums up how I feel about this game.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Path of Exile is an online action role-playing game developed by Grinding Gear Games. It does have microtransactions, but only for skins of your character's equipment, portals you use to teleport to the town, or bigger chest inventory space. I'm still waiting for a Jar Jar Binks skin. JJB, that's how I call him as his biggest fan, is my favorite character. He is funny, random, and doesn't have a punchable face whatsoever. Saying it is pretty good is actually a lie. I was obsessed with the game, looking up guides on how to improve, builds to know the path I should go, checking the wiki about 30 times a day, and still not knowing everything. I didn't expect the game to suck me in that much, but when it did, I was happily coming. With now over 100 hours played and saved up builds, I might return to it when I don't have anything to play. but at the end, it is free to play, you don't have to pay for anything, and still get a ton of enjoyment out of it. If you want a hack and slash action adventure video game with dungeon crawling and some huge, long, fat, thick bosses in a medium to high difficulty, then go check out this game. But make sure to check out some builds and guides before you start, to not get lost instantly. Number 3. League of Legends. I will make this one quick. I know League of Legends is a love-hate relationship to a lot of people, and some might even say it is Hitler reborn as a game. Just me? Anyways. This year I came back to League of Legends quite strong. I played pretty much every week, mostly with my friend Marcus or Ifint from my League of Legends with Friends series.
There will be a new episode out soon, but don't tell anyone.
It is one or maybe even the biggest MOBA out there. The MOBA boom is going on for maybe half a decade now. More MOBAs coming out year after year, trying to be the next big thing. After the MMO boom, we obviously needed more booms, because who doesn't want to find a ton of MMO ads? Then horror games all over Steam, and then MOBA games roaming around like wildlife trying to survive because humans are too stupid to realize that they kill off amazing animals and with that the whole species.
Sorry?
After all, League of Legends is my top MOBA, even though I played Dota 2 and Smite this year. It stays at the top for 2 reasons right now. Number 1, it is easy to learn, difficult to master. I keep learning new things on how to improve, but don't do it because it feels like the extra mile to take, which I'm not willing because I want to have fun. Number 2, I can actually play it and make something happen, supporting my team, getting kills for my team, or trying to defend. This feeling is barely feelable, is that a word? With other MOBAs like Dota 2, Smite, or Heroes of the Storm. I don't have anything else to say here.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Number 4. Devilian. Devilian is a fast-paced, Diablo-like MMORPG with big, cute squirrels you can mount and explore the world. Oh god, their cuteness is too much. That skit was, I think, a bit intense. MMOs are not one of my main genres I play every week or even month. Hack and slash games with dungeon crawling and RPG elements are also quite new to me. Well, after I really enjoyed Path of Exile, I tried to find more games like it and came across Devilian. Awesome characters in a huge world, fighting with lots of different skills, battling huge bosses in an arena, and even evolving into a Devilian, which is like a super duper do not mess with me or you will get wrecked version of yourself. I wasn't ready to buy Diablo 3, and I never played Diablo 3 since the open beta / demo event they had before the game actually came out. Why is it my highlight then? You might be thinking. Or maybe you're thinking, wow, that's a pretty boring video you have there, Daniel. For someone who doesn't play MMOs, I enjoy to run around on my mount, keep finishing quests, upgrading my character, getting loot, crafting some easy potions. If you play a lot of MMOs, you might dislike it, because it looks like to me that it doesn't bring new innovations to the table. But for me, I enjoy it as long as I can continue with quests, and as long as there is an auto-run button in the game. Here are some games I enjoyed playing, but then thought they should be in the highlight section of this video, because I'm weird. Now, onward! Cities, Skylines. I wasn't really a fan of the city builder simulation genre, but I learned loving it quite a bit after playing around with this beauty of a game. It consists of building streets, allowing people, markets and industrial companies to come in and build their own place. With water, electricity and a good infrastructure, you will grow greatly. Don't forget to make multiple save files though, just to make sure you screw up at some point, like I do every single fuck. Banished. This game came right after City Skylines. Well, for me. It is a different experience compared to CS. That means cities, skylines, for the cool peeps. Because you have to gather wood, stone, iron, food, coal, herbs, and probably more I can't remember. With all of this, you can grow your starting families to a great town with lots of different workers who are enjoying their jobs. I mean, I guess they do. They don't say anything anymore after I take them into my home and teach them the way of the Dark One. Those were my highlights plus some quick mentions. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, tell me why. I really look forward to your feedback because this is the first time I actually used a script for a video ever since nearly 3 years I am doing videos on YouTube. So was it better or worse than the special video last year? Please let me know. Also, there is a top flops of 2015 coming. It should be out on the 31st. So subscribe by clicking that sexy red button right here under me. Is that good? Or under the video if you're on mobile, you know, just click that. Do it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have great holidays and rest well. Or you drink yourself into a coma with eggnog. Merry Easter. Now get out. Hey, that's pretty good. I suck. A big part why I play this game is that it's free for me at the moment. I wasn't ready to buy Diablo 3 and never... What fucking script did I wrote for that? My god, that sucks balls. Which is like a super duper do not mess with me or you will get wrecked version of yourself. Which is like a super duper do not mess with me. Which is like a super duper do not mess with me or you will get wrecked version of yourself. Which is like a super duper do not mess. Which is like a super duper do not mess with. Which is like a super duper do not mess with me or you will get wrecked version. Which is like a super duper do not mess with me or you will get wrecked version of yourself. Which is like a super duper do. Which is like a super duper do. Fuck. Which is like.